everyone. This is Kathy, and welcome to Pretty Likkle Jacket. And this is our premiere podcast, and we're excited. And Richard is with me. Say hi, Richard.
Hey, people.
Not hey, people. So our podcast is going to be twofold. So it's about my experience, about finding out who my real father is, and about...
Well, the cultural differences, as well as, we want to give a platform for those who fall into these categories to come forward and talk about things, talk about what they've experienced, heal, vent, if you will, because people may think that they're alone, but you're not. And we need to understand that mental health isn't something that's taboo. It's just something that is. And, if we don't talk about it, then it continues to fester within each and every one of us. And those things will then, show themselves or manifest themselves in other places. But I guess first and foremost, we're going to talk about how we met.
This is interesting.
Listen.
How did we meet, Richard? Tell the folks, tell the peoples how we met.
So we met at the Art Institute.
Yes. Okay. It was my first year of being here in Florida, college.
And she was in fashion.
Fashion, design, and merchandising.
I was in film and entertainment. Okay. So this particular day, it was me and I had a partner, a road dog, if you will. His name was Roderick Lewis, and me and Roderick, and I believe the other guy's name was Faison or something like that.
I remember him.
Yeah, we're in the elevator, we're having a conversation. The door opens, she walks in. Okay. We're still having a conversation.
Storm the elevator.
The elevator starts to go upstairs. She says, mid-floor, those are really nice shades.
They were. They were nice shades, though.
The elevator stops. The door opens. She pulls them off my face and leaves.
Well, don't make it sound as if I snatched, I grabbed it and ran.
No, she was very subtle with it,
I just said I like those shades, and I took them. I put them on, and I thought they looked good on me, so I took them. So I didn't steal them. I took them.
She stole them. The three of us are now in the elevator. I'm looking at Roderick. He's looking at me. We look at Faith. And I'm like, you know her? And he was like, I thought you knew her. And I'm like, she's got my shades.
I did. I took them.
And I don't know where she got off to as quickly as she did, but she was gone.
That was audacious and bold of me, wasn't it?
It took me the entire day to find, but I was going to find her because those...
For some shades?
They were Ray-Bans. They were nice shades. Really
They
nice
were
shades.
really nice shades.
And so,
do you still have them?
I do. As a they're a commemorative piece. And that's how we met. And, our friendship grew from there. We did see each other for a time.
We did. We dated.
We dated for a time. I'll let her tell you about the first date.
The first date, which he showed up to the dorms in in a limousine. I don't know if you guys remember those old limousines with the stretch limousines.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember he said, we're going to a comedy show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, okay, he's going to come pick me up, dressed. Well, I looked outside, I'm like, I am not getting into that thing. He came to the door, I'm like, I am not getting into that. And he had to coax me to get into
Get in the car.
into the car.
So the comedy show was for another classmate. It was actually his birthday. And this is how I ended up going to the Art Institute, because I produced a comedy show that convinced me that what I was doing wasn't my passion. And so that first comedy show was
Who was the
actually
comedian?
Stuart, Florida, Cedric the Entertainer.
How do I not remember that?
Well, we didn't know each other then.
Huh.
And we also had Royale Watkins and who was the other guy? They were
That
funny.
was a long time.
That was
How
a
long
long
ago
time
was
ago.
that? It was 30 years ago. We have been friends for 30 years. Wow. That ages us. Well, you,
No,
not me.
no. Okay, I still look good.
Lord have mercy. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
you do, Richard. You
So-
still look good.
Our goal though is to explore, relationships that, transcend time and space.
The other thing that the intention that for this podcast is that I find that there's so many similarities in our differences because you're from
Yes.
the U.S. I'm from Antigua. 100% Antiguan, Wadadlian.
Oh boy.
Oh boy,
I made that mistake too.
What mistake?
First time, we had a conversation.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
like, so
Called me
where are you
Jamaican.
from? You from Jamaica? Oh my God. I am not, and I mean the foot.
Because
all of the patois came flowing.
I feel like most Americans, that's where, as soon as you hear an accent, that's what you guys think. That where everyone's Jamaican. And there are like so many other different islands.
Okay, so again,
Okay.
you said there are differences in the patois or but hold on. In my defense, how am I supposed to know?
Because you're supposed to know. You live in South Florida. This is like a melting pot of all different nationalities.
Let's put this to the test.
You should really know the differences between the islands. And I find that a lot of Americans are kind of geographically.
Wait. Let's put it to the test. So when
Please
you
don't
say
come for me because I
what's
said
going
that.
on, you say what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
If you say it
in
patois from Antigua,
in our dialect,
how does it sound? Say it.
What is going on? We speak English too.
No, that's not how you say it.
Wagwan.
All right. So now, from Jamaica, what's the difference?
They say it differently. Yeah, they do.
How?
My husband is Jamaican and he does say it differently. We don't speak the same. There is a difference in the inflection and the dialects it's just different. And I am not Jamaican. I am Antiguan. I want everyone to know that I'm Antiguan. That's it.
Hi.
Anyway, as I was saying, one of the intentions for this podcast is that we celebrate our differences, and there's a lot of similarities in our differences. And I want people to recognize that it's possible to have these lasting friendships between the different cultures, nationalities. So that's one of the intentions. And another one is that with my experience with finding out who my real dad was, we want to give you guys out there a platform to share your experiences with us. I know when I was going through it, I didn't have anyone to talk about this with. And there was a lot of emotions. There was a lot of trauma. There's so much. And I know we've spoken about it. Me and Richard. Richard knows pretty much everything about me. Richard could probably tell you where all my skeletons are buried, but
I won't.
He won't.
I won't. It's like my shades.
So that really is the intention and the expectation for this podcast. We want to make sure that we are honest. But I promise you, this is my promise to you, the audience, is that I'm going to be as honest as possible. There are some things that, a girl has to keep for herself, but I want to be as honest as possible. What was that look, Richard? I saw it. I want to be as honest as possible about my experiences. I want to share what I know. And yeah.
The phrase itself.
What?
Pretty Likkle Jacket.
Oh, Pretty Likkle Jacket. So So this started out as something derogatory because if you're from the Caribbean, you know what a jacket means. So, and I know I've explained it to you, Richard. A jacket pretty much means that you were given to the wrong father. And this was my experience growing up. I didn't know what it meant until I was in my 20s, what Pretty Likkle Jacket meant. But it happened because my mom, I'll tell you the story. So my mom sent me to take a message, or I say carry a message, as we would say back in Antigua. She sent me to carry a message to her. It was her best friend at the time. I will not call her name. She knows who she is. And when I went, she looked at me as if something was wrong with me. She was looking down at me. And she said these three words with the, I can't even explain it. She said, "You're one pretty little jacket." And I didn't understand what it meant back then, but I understood what it made me feel like. I felt as if something was wrong. I felt as if she was saying something derogatory, and it didn't feel good. But I didn't know what she meant. I just thought, she was saying what she had to say, but it felt like she was saying that something was wrong with me. And I never said anything to my mom about it. Because I dismissed it. I was 6 or 7 at the time. And it's not until I got older and found out who my actual dad was that it all made sense. And I remember feeling angry and hurt and just like, why would she say that to a child? And it used to mean, something really bad. It's not something I wanted to talk about. I never spoke about it with any of my family members, friends, my mother, none of that. And then after, I'm like, maybe I should embrace this. Yeah. I'm a jacket.
Yeah.
A
And
pretty little one.
Exactly.
So that's how that name came about. So I decided to own that. And that's what I'm doing, owning it.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of people that, fall into that category, but not just, it simply means to me, what I take from it, and it'll broaden the scope of what we deal with, is it's something that just doesn't fit.
I love that.
But it can be altered because
To fit, right?
If you wear it well.
Richard, you're the best. That's why I love you. You always make sense.
I try, I try, there are days. I have my days. But, for me, my mother, she passed when I was 4. I was holding her hand when she passed. The last thing she said to me was, "Take care of your brother and your sister." My father went to go get help, but by the time he got back, she was gone. I remember like it was yesterday. And then, from that, people don't understand that, and maybe some do, but they don't know how to express it. They don't understand that, the family dynamics it is necessary that you have both in the household, because it gives us a sense of who we are.
Who you belong to.
Who we belong to.
Yeah.
I was 17 when I met my biological grandmother. 17. She's sitting on the porch. She's like, "Yeah, I'm your grandma." I'm like, "Says who?" But when I got to know her, then I understood where I got all my junk from. You know what I mean? And, spent the last years of, her life with her. I just think that people need to open up about it.
Yeah.
I wonder what has happened to all of those kids that were, on Maury.
Oh.
All of these years later.
Yeah.
Where are those kids?
Good question.
And how has it affected them? Because that's something that will live forever. Yeah. And there were some episodes where they never found out
who their dad was.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, what What happened to those kids? Where are they?
And you always feel like you don't have a place in the world
Yep.
when you, I know I felt that for quite a while because the person who was supposed to be my dad, he up and just left. He left when I was 3 years old. And the reason he left is because he knew I wasn't his child. My mom gave me to him and he knew that I wasn't his. I looked nothing like him. This man was as dark as you, Richard. And my mom was dark. And here I come, this
Dainty.
red chunky pickney, as they would say back home.
What? Wait a minute. What?
I'm sure I've said that to you before. Red chunky, like
No, I've never heard that one. No, red.
you're gonna hear a lot.
I'm not going to even try.
By now you should know a lot of dialect. Like you should be able to speak dialect. You've been
It
around me.
changes.
You've been around me way too long not to
It
know.
changes. You all change things like you
We
change
make up
socks.
our own words.
Exactly.
We do.
You know, I have to listen to the stuff that you send me 4, 5, 6 times just to get the gist. And then they should have Google for that. Then you know, like Siri, but it probably confuse Siri.
I do confuse Siri at times,
Exactly.
yes, with my accent.
Prove my point.
But yeah, my dad, not dad, the person who my mom gave me to, he left when I was 3 years old. He could not take it.
Wow.
Because it was embarrassing. But the thing is, I grew up all these years not knowing that this, and you've ever been in a situation where everyone else knows what's happening and you're on the outs.
Yeah, that's
like
tough.
I felt like that was my life. When I found out, I felt like that was my life and it was hard.
Yeah.
And I was angry for years and years and years. I was angry and I was angry at everyone, especially my mom.
Did you wonder when people talked or
Yes.
were they,
Were they talking about me? What were they
Exactly.
saying behind my back? What my family members knew.
Yeah.
My grandmother and I were very, very close, and she was the person who made sense of it all. After I found out, because she was keeping that secret too.
Yeah.
But after the cat was out of the bag, she literally told me everything. She chronicled their relationship. She told me everything that was happening. And that's how I because my mom, up till the time she passed, she refused to speak about it. So it was never a thing that I could say, I got some kind of satisfaction from talking to her about it. And so, yeah, it was hard.
And that's the other thing when you just hold that internally, and then it's never a good thing. There's always going to be regret.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So we're opening up the airways or the internet or whatever.
Yeah.
If you guys, want to call in or follow us on social media, drop us a video. But we're going to do some other things too. We've got, got a segment that's called These Damn Kids.
This is all Richard's doing because Richard has kids. I don't.
Look,
And he goes through it with the children.
by some of the things that they do. Now it's not all negative because some of the like I've got grandkids too, and I'm not dating myself because that ain't your business. But anyway, they do cute
Lord
things.
Jesus,
They do
help us.
they do cute things, and you're like, I wonder what they're thinking. I've got a pit bull, and I know they've got a bad reputation, but dude, it's the owner. I promise you, it's the owner. I don't know what
like
compels.
dogs. I don't believe that.
It's the owner.
don't like
I
dogs.
promise you, it is.
Okay.
But I don't understand what goes through a 1-year-old's mind. The dog is sitting or laying on the floor, and they just decide it's a pony. I'm gonna take a ride, and the dog's like, "Okay, let's go."
Kids, kind of like me taking your shades.
Kind of like the same, the same but different. At least I know where the dog's going. I tracked her down on, what was it, third floor, the equipment room. I think the fashion design, their classroom was by the equipment room. I finally tracked her down at the end of the day. And
It was all the way at the end of the day?
Yes. And you were looking at me like...
Were you actually looking for me, though?
They were Ray-Bans. I'm like, and she's looking at me like, what?
Did I give them back?
You threatened not to.
I did not.
Yes, you
Are you
did.
Embellishing?
Yes,
Richard,
no,
stop.
No, yes, you did. You were like,
that does sound like me.
And you almost like, what do you want? I'm like, girl, if you don't give me my shades back. But, you know,
that sounds like some game, though.
It was definitely game, but it was, you know...
Not game you're accustomed to.
No. No, that must be Antiguan game right there.
Antiguan women. We got it.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to take a trip, verify.
You know, that's another
Trust,
thing, Richard.
But verify. What?
For as long as I've known you, you've not been to my country. That's not good. We've got to change that.
Okay. So we planning a trip?
We have to plan a trip to Antigua. You got to go.
Okay. What we doing when we get there?
Don't worry. I got you.
Oh, geez. I'm scared.
There's tons to do.
I'm scared.
It's not just beaches and sun and
when you see this podcast,
sand.
Remember the way I look and, you know, my name,
God.
just in case, you know, I don't return.
Richard, stop. The women will love you, though.
Really?
Yeah.
When we going? Can we leave
Yeah, but
this
you got to
weekend?
go. You would love it.
I'd
You
love
would
to
want to
go.
come back.
Really?
Some days I wonder why I'm here. Because I love Antigua so much, but, you know, this country has afforded me a life that I could have only imagined. And I don't think I would have the same life in Antigua.
Well, I've been to a couple of your events, one of which she set me up. She did. Okay. Out of all of the people there at the event, why does the
entertainer,
single me out
CP, yeah,
and pulls me onto the dance floor? Why?
Because you're a good-looking man, Richard. Why would she not want to dance with you? Of course, she's gonna pull you to dance with her.
The place was packed with good-looking men.
You did good, though. You did
whatever.
Good. You did.
And then how come all the cell phones came up afterwards?
That's the nature of the world nowadays. Everything we do, we have cell phones in each other's faces.
She set me up.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She said.
So Antigua, maybe for Carnival.
When is that?
August.
That's a while away.
Yeah, but I think that's when you'll get the full monty of everything that's happening.
Shouldn't it be like a slow drip? You just gonna pour
just
it?
immerse you.
Oh my gosh!
Jump in the deep end, sink or swim.
All right, guys. Remember where I look. But according to her, I may not come back by choice. So hey,
there you go.
We'll see how it goes. So yeah, I mean, listen, she is my best friend, absolute best friend. There are things that she knows about me that no one else knows. And if you don't have somebody like that in your life, man, you look.
I could tell you guys for a fee. I'm joking.
She wouldn't.
I would never.
She wouldn't.
But kill me first.
You got to find somebody like that, you know, because especially with guys from my culture, you know, we always feel like we have to be 100% on all the time. Dude, that is not a way to live. It's not.
And you know you don't have to be like that with me.
No, if you don't have one person in your life that you can be vulnerable with, that's a pretty hectic, you know, existence. You can't bottle all that up. It will manifest some way. Some of you guys, your hair falling out.
Richard, stop.
What? Seen that episode of The Simpsons where Bart was away?
Hair falling out.
I think he was on a foreign exchange student. Bart was a foreign exchange student, and Homer, you know, he was home. Homer had gotten his shape. You know what I mean? He had grown some hair back. And, and when March, oh, homie.
Know this.
And so Bart comes home and immediately all my man hair falls out and his belly just falls.
So what you recognize is that Richard will have a movie or something for just about everything, because that's
what I do.
You equate just about everything to film, because film is your life.
There are gems in every film you watch. Every film has some relation to life and the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah.
So you'll be getting little anecdotes from film and TV from me, because that's another way I relate. But I look forward to it, and I hope you do too.
Yeah. One of the things we want to do is to have normal, regular people on, just to give us their experiences. I think there isn't a platform for that. No. Like, you see all the podcasts with celebrities and, prominent people, and there really isn't a platform for normal, regular people to tell their stories. And I wanted that when I was going through what I was going through. I wanted to shout it from the rooftop. I wanted everyone to know, but because I was so guarded and I was embarrassed by a lot of it. And really, where's the embarrassment for me? There's no embarrassment for me with this, right?
Right.
But I don't know why I felt so embarrassed, and I never shared it with anyone. I didn't want to talk about it. And I felt as soon as I did, I felt so much better. And I think people need that. So we're looking forward to hearing your experiences. We're looking forward to hearing, what you have to say about what you went through with, whether or not it was finding out who your father was, or whether, you had to run from Antigua or because of an abusive man. Here we go again. That's another story for another day. But we're looking forward to having the normies.
Adoptions too are another thing. When people find out they're adopted.
Yep.
People want to know, where did I come from?
Yes.
And it's crazy. I mean, I don't identify readily, but I've heard people say, why did my mom or why did my dad want me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just got a little different, but I'd like to hear that from
people,
from our audience.
Absolutely. Yeah. So this is really what it's going to be about. We want to hear from you. We have social media pages. We're going to link it. And we definitely want to hear your stories, because I think everybody has a story, and we're all unique and beautiful in our own ways. So yeah.
And if it comes good enough, we get a good enough story, maybe I'll make a movie about it.
And he will too, dear Lord.
So yeah, hey, tune in. There will be some phrases. I'm forewarning everyone. There will be some phrases that, according to Kathy, I'm not saying it right. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You still can't say sorrow.
And I'm not going to say it today.
Try.
That's another time she set me up.
So hold on. Say Pretty Likkle Jacket, because I don't even think you've mastered that yet, and we've been practicing. If you're on a podcast called Pretty Likkle Jacket, you've got to be able to say it, Richard.
Next episode. But yeah, so we're
Pretty Likkle Jacket. Just say it, Richard.
Was that Thanksgiving or Christmas?
It was Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. So we're having dinner, and it's an event at her house. There are people there from
all over the Caribbean and the U.S.
And what does she do? She calls me up to the microphone.
I did put you on the spot.
And she goes, Richard, what? You know what I want you to say. And I'm like, I'm not saying it. And she's like, say it. I'm like, nope, not saying it. Come on, Richard.
Did you say? I think you did say it.
I did say it.
And you did say
like,
it. Well, it was okay-ish. You say it now.
No.
It's
Next
really
episode.
simple. Sorrow.
Next episode.
Okay.
I need more practice.
You should really know how to speak dialect by now.
When we
go
go
to Antigua. You don't have to go to Antigua to learn to speak dialect.
I know, but this just makes it more fun.
Okay.
Because I won't be sorry.
The good thing is that you understand a lot of times when I am speaking
Yes.
now. It's gotten better.
Yes.
It has, yeah.
Yeah, but some of it though, like
when I
that's
speak
it.
fast,
Yes.
when I
like wait,
roll
what?
out the dialect.
Huh?
Yeah. He's like, huh? Hold up. Wait a minute.
I need an interpreter. We're gonna have fun, guys.
Yes.
Bottom line. We're gonna have fun and we hope you do too. But during, while we're having fun, we also hope that we can help someone heal. That's it.
Yay. I like that.
Yeah.
I really like that. Healing is important. I know I had to do a lot of work to heal. And am I completely healed? No. There are times when I think about it and the anger rolls back, but then I try to switch the channel, because the trauma is still there. I always think, what would my life be like? How different would it be if I had known in the beginning? Like, I go through all these scenarios in my head. And my real father was a prominent man in Antigua. So I always think, well, would my life be different? If I knew, and it's just you go through all these emotions and you think all these things and you
Would you have still taken my shades?
probably that's just who I am. I mean, not a thief. Let's get it straight.
Yeah, game. I get it. I got it. Game. Got it.
I was young then too. So imagine what my game's like now.
Ooh.
I'm joking.
Help.
So how do you want to end out the show?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think?
You could say, thank you so much for tuning in today. We look forward to seeing you and have a great day. However you want to end it.
Okay.
Together.
I feel like we need something like something playing off of the Pretty Likkle Jacket thing. Like,
Yeah.
we should have thought about planning. This is where we plan.
I got it.
Yeah.
Got it?
I got it.
All right, let's do it.
So what am I saying? What
You're gonna say and I'll say the theme.
Pretty Likkle Jacket?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for tuning in.
So this being our first episode, we want to thank you for tuning in, and we're hoping to see you on the other episodes. Please subscribe.
Hit us up on Instagram.
Hit us up on Instagram and all our other social media pages, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
And remember, just because it doesn't fit doesn't mean it can't be altered.